Buongiorno de Marenello. We've made it to the Ferrari Museum. Dave and I had a mostly pleasant drive down this morning from, what do you say, Hotel Rivas, was it Pesceria, which is very nice. Only one van driver caused us any problems and only one slight divert as I made the wrong turn onto the autostrada, but otherwise good. So I've got an espresso before we go in and have a little look around at all the riches that are here. Dave's got his, what's it called, Dave?
Chinotto.
On a chinotto, which tastes like dandelion and burdocks. Very pleasant indeed. So we're going to do a bit of a familiar thing that we do on the channel, which is normally Pep and I would choose a car of the day. I'm going to pick mine, which I think I've already decided already, and we've not even been in. And Dave's also going to pick his. So we'll have a little wander around, capture a few interesting things, do a quick vid on the car of the day, and then a bit of a sum up afterwards. We're going to try and find a nice little local cafe away from here so we can get some sort of more traditional food of the region, and then do maybe a little bit of a sum up about what we found. So catch you a bit later.
Hi everyone, this is my car of the day. It is the Ferrari 330 P4, and the reason it's my car of the day is earlier on in the week, obviously in fact yesterday, we were at the Alfa Romeo Museum and I saw my favourite car of all time, which is the Tipo 33. And the reason this is my favourite car here today at the Ferrari Museum is this was the Tipo 33's direct competitor and would have thundered through the streets on the Targa Florio in the 60s and early 70s. And I remember as a child watching some footage in the 70s of these sports cars doing the Targa Florio, Le Mans, and it just a visceral experience. And we were fortunate enough to see the Tipo 33 out on the track at Zandvoort last year. And the sound, it feels like thunder in your chest as it just goes down the straight path. I've lost my words. This is an amazing car.
Well, as I said in the video earlier on, I'd kind of decided what my car of the day was going to be, even sort of before I walked through the door. When I was a kid growing up, I used to like watching the F1 on a Sunday, and where I used to live, you'd never see a Ferrari, but mostly when the F1 season was on, I knew I could always see one on a Sunday, watching the Grand Prix on the BBC, listening to Murray Walker. Also, more recently, the reason why the F1 cars are more interesting to me was during lockdown, me and a friend each bought a racing seat for our Xboxes, and we raced F1 championships with the more modern cars on the F122 and the F123, but we also used to go back and race all the classic cars. So the one from 2007, which is here, 2004 and 2001, they were still of the, I think the V10 era. I might get annihilated on the engine size, but it didn't matter because the modern F1 cars are so quiet in comparison. And they were just hilarious to drive, even though that was on our own little steering wheel in the front room of our houses during lockdown. But it was always great fun because the noise that had come through the telly would be fantastic. So for me, Ferrari is all about F1. It was that kind of untouchable brand that as a kid when I was growing up watching motorsport, you'd never see a Ferrari where I used to live. So this part of it, especially with these F1 engines here, has been really the highlight of visiting this museum today.